Hello, so I am back with another vlog, and this time I'm basically going to show you guys what we did this weekend and a few of our favorite spots in our neighborhood. So come along. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Let me get this house.
We got one of the smallest houses on the block.
We do. Hi, do you have eggs?
Egg?
Yes.
Egg.
Can I have 12?
You want me? How
Or
much?
20.
20?
Yeah, 20. So we just walked to a store that is about maybe a 2 minutes walk from our house. And one thing you will notice in our neighborhood and many other neighborhoods in Addis is that there are a lot of small convenience stores where they sell fresh produce and also snacks. And a funny thing here is that the eggs don't come in a carton. So we normally wash them when we get home and then put them in the fridge. Okay guys, so that's one place that we normally purchase eggs from. We can also get them from the store, but if I don't feel like walking to the store, or if it's, if all I need is eggs, I normally just go to her shop to just buy a few eggs. And I got 20 eggs for 140 birr. And I'm not sure how much that is in dollars, but as you can see, the eggs were very fresh. So there aren't really a lot of sidewalks where we live, and for the most part, people just walk in the street, which is totally fine because here in a residential area, drivers are used to seeing people walking in the street. So either they slow down or they will beep their horn just so you know they're coming and you can move to the side. Hey guys, so I am taking you on a tour of our neighborhood. The houses are so beautiful. Like, I am always amazed. I love riding and walking through the neighborhood just to see how the designs are. Like, the architecture is so different on every single house. They're so unique, and I love the gates. You're gonna see some really cool gates in our neighborhood. So check out the wooden structure that they're using to build this house. Normally in the States, you would see scaffolding made out of metal, but here they're using wood, which makes a lot of sense and seems a lot more cost efficient, which is something you'll see often here in Addis because they're always building new things. And we're approaching one of my favorite houses right now. Check out this house with a house behind it, as well as 3 balconies. Like, this is really one of my favorites in the neighborhood. What would you do with all that space? This gallery is also just 5 minutes, really just around the corner from our house, but it is always closed. I really wish it was open so that we could go inside and see what they have to offer, but just looking through the window, I just love everything. And now we're approaching my tennis court where I love to play tennis with my family. My husband plays with me, and also our son had a few lessons at this same court. And you probably will see my coach. He has on a hat. That's him. That's not T. But this is actually one of the many things that we love about this neighborhood. There's also a pizza restaurant and a burger restaurant right next to the tennis court. And we haven't had the burgers yet, but I did try the pizza and it was pretty good. So since we are still very new to the city, we don't know where to go at nighttime. And this is our very first time going out in the evening, in the dark, without our kids. And one of my coworkers was nice enough to treat us to a night out. So when my coworker invited us out for a night on the town, we were thinking that we were going straight to a restaurant or a bar, but he actually took us to church first, which I loved. One thing about the Ethiopian culture that fascinates me and continues to draw me in is their faith. Many Ethiopians are Orthodox Christians, and so they follow their faith very strictly, and they spend about 200 days out of the year fasting. And on a Saturday night when we went to church, there were people of all ages there praying. So after church, we finally made it to the restaurant, and that's our friend Solomon, who was kind enough to take us out. He took us to a traditional Ethiopian restaurant, and as you know, traditional food is eaten with your hands. So there were hand washing stations you were required to use before entering the restaurant. So we've had Ethiopian food before in the past, but never in Ethiopia. So our friend ordered for us, and you will see the restaurant is decorated with former prime ministers to Ethiopia, one being an evil dictator, but let's not go there. We also had a traditional honey wine drink that is very common in Ethiopia, and it has a very small alcohol content, probably like 11%. So following the arrival of our food, a different server came out with soap and water for us to wash our hands a second time. And I really wish I got a better video of the food, but it was a vegetarian platter with red and yellow lentils. It had cabbage and greens and beets. It was a mixture of everything, but very good. So after dinner, our friend took us out on the town just to see some of the different restaurants and bars, and we saw a really cool Kenyan bar that we want to visit one day. However, my phone died, so on to the next day. So I ended up purchasing one item from this vendor, and he was very cool. He traveled all the way from Nigeria just to sell his items at this fair.
Non. Là, là. Celui-là. Ok.
So as I record these vlogs throughout the city, you may hear people speaking French in the background, and that's because France was the second country to establish diplomatic relations with Ethiopia. Actually, Italy was number 1, the UK was number 3, and the United States was number 4. So there are actually a lot of expatriates from Italy, France, the UK, and USA living here in Addis. And right here, you will see the tallest skyscraper in Addis Ababa, which is the headquarters to the commercial bank of Ethiopia.
That's your one?
So I posted this photo right here on my Instagram stories, and so many people loved it. Unfortunately, the artist was not at his booth, so I could not get his contact information, but it's gorgeous. So this bazaar ended up being one of my favorites. It was at the Hyatt Hotel, and I really liked the quality of the items. I purchased that mirror right there, as well as a few baskets for our dirty clothes. And my husband found this really cool photo, and we even purchased a few linens as well. So on this day, we decided to take it easy and only visit one bazaar, but the highlight of my day for sure was seeing donkeys on the side of the road. I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I've never seen donkeys before in real life, and they were so cute. So cool. Guys. Hey, so thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any suggestions for me on future videos, future topics that I could cover about life in Ethiopia, definitely let me know, comment below. And again, many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.